First of all, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. So to start with, I'm Lara Kharrat. I'm the Business Development Manager for Middle East and Africa for Sensormatic Solutions. Sensormatic Solutions is the retail arm of Johnson Controls International. We are specialized in retail automation. So we help retailers make the best out of the data they are getting from us. In terms of Sensormatic, we have three different segments. Mainly, first business is loss prevention, so the tags that you see on the clothes so that they don't get stolen. Inventory intelligence, knowing and analyzing what do they have in stock versus what they have in the store. And last but not least, of course, is shopper insights in terms of who are the people that are coming into the stores or into the shopping center and what are they doing and how can they use and leverage this data in the retail and the shopping centers world. Data analytics are very important because they provide valuable insights for you to make key informed decision makings. Some examples of those analytics would be customer behavior analysis, understanding what the customer is doing in a shopping center or in a store. What are their trends? What are their preferences in order to captivate and to make sure that you are basically providing the client with the essential things that they need in order to elevate this customer experience. Second is, for example, demand forecasting and inventory management in a store, knowing and understanding what are the key products and the key elements and solutions that a customer is asking for in a store, and this allows you to manage your inventory, for instance. Third is, of course, the store layouts and visual merchandising, and this is something in particular that our business helps with. Once you analyze and be able to understand the footfall numbers and the footfall data, that is how many people are coming into a store or coming into a mall, where are they going and towards which side, you can actually captivate the customer's eyes in terms of the products. For instance, they walk into a store, they always go right. What are the products I need to put on the right side of the store, for instance? In a mall, what are the key anchor tenants that I need to place in this zone versus another zone, the types of restaurants, for example. And of course, what helps a lot is the marketing. So you need to assess those marketing campaigns and marketing strategies. What have they done? What is the return on investment of this marketing campaign? We spend millions on marketing. However, are we actually targeting the right customer or not? And all of those is based on analysis and trends that you need to understand from the past to be able on real time see what is the change of this data in terms of analysis, to be able to see if what the decision that you have made is correct or not. And if you move a bit from marketing, just in brief in terms of operations, because it all depends on operations at the end of the day, like when you know how many people are coming into a mall, you know your HVAC systems, for example, how to cut in terms of energy, and this is cost savings. Knowing where your security guards should be standing, how many staff should be on the floor, how many people should be actually cleaning the toilets and cleaning the floors, for example. Same thing applies to a store. How many sales associates need to be in a store at this certain time, because this is the peak time of a store. Many people are coming in. Do I have enough sales associates in order to help them to actually increase their conversion rate? So in a nutshell, basically, analysis are very important, and we can talk up until tomorrow how important data is. It's just a matter of understanding what is this data providing me in order to make those informed decisions. All decisions are basically based from data, based from crunching this data, coming into analytics at the end of the day, and understanding what your competition is doing in terms of pricing, marketing, allocation of resources. It helps you actually understand how can you attract this customer to you rather than to them or to both of you. So it's very important to crunch this data. For instance, when we realize, let's say, footfall data and footfall trends, why is this mall attracting more people than other malls, for instance? It's not about the attraction, and it's not just about the number. It's about who are we attracting, understanding this customer, how are we attracting them in terms of how the mall looks like, in terms of marketing, in terms of providing the right mix of tenants at the end of the day. So shopping center A can be completely different from shopping center B with completely different footfall, for instance. However, this attracts a very high income based customer versus another one which is a low income based customer. So, and same applies for stores. So it depends at the end of the day, how are you going to use this data in order to leverage your opportunities and to get more people in to your stores or to your retail center. For example, like just a very brief mall example, for instance. One of our customers, they have a large portfolio of malls and they were reconsidering their malls count, for instance. There's one mall that they thought is actually attracting people only to go into the supermarket. We all know Carrefour, for instance, whether it's Carrefour, Waitrose, etc. It doesn't matter. They were actually reassessing whether they should keep this mall in their portfolio or not. It has a high footfall, however, they thought most people were actually coming in to go into this supermarket. So what we did was a case study to let them understand if they should actually keep it or not. We let them understand not just how many people are coming in, but how many people are coming into the supermarket in particular. And it turned out that only 30% of the entire footfall were going into the supermarket. So 70% of their footfall were actually attracted to walk into other stores, into their anchor tenants. So, and based on this, by just a simple number, they were able to decide whether we keep the mall or not, and whether we have the right tenant mix or not, or we need to change something. And this is the importance of data in particular, and analyzing it and crunching what is the story behind this data. There are so many data metrics that a retailer or shopping center need to look at when they need to make those decisions. First of all is sales data. You need to know if you're profitable or not. So you need to actually crunch the sales data, understand what are the products that are actually getting me this high number of sales. For instance, when it comes to retail stores, when it comes to shopping centers, what are the tenants that are providing me this high sales number. Second of all, of course, is footfall traffic numbers. And this is something that we help retailers and shopping centers in particular gather, because it's the most important KPI when it comes to the performance and key indicators on whether you are profitable, you're doing well or not. With footfall numbers, you can actually understand, first of all, your return on investment for marketing campaigns. Have I increased the number of footfall of people that are walking into a store or into a mall? When it comes to sales, what is the conversion rate? What is the average transaction size per shopper? What is basically the sales associate? How are they well performing when it comes to those customers that are coming in terms of marketing effectiveness? How well have we attracted the right people? And accordingly, with operations, how well did we manage the store or did we manage the mall? Are we placing the right people and the right staff in the right places or not? And of course, let's crunch a little bit as well outside the physical world. Let's bridge the gap between the offline and the online platforms. How are these customer experiences actually? How is the customer happy in the store or in the mall when they come in? Am I providing them with the right tools or not in order to increase this customer satisfaction? Personalized marketing. Once you know basically the data of how many people are coming in, and not just how many, who is coming in, you can actually personalize the marketing messages that you are giving this customer so that you can tailor them towards a certain product or a certain service. Once you also understand metrics in terms of where are the people moving within a store, for instance, you can actually know where is the product placement in terms of visual merchandising, attract the customer. Am I putting the right product, the right color? Is it in the right way or not? And last but not least, of course, assortment planning. Like, you know, which assortment will actually sell better than others in order to avoid, at the end of the day, store replenishments and extra stock in the warehouses. There are three different types of tools: data collections, data analysis, and data visualizing. So how are you going to collect this data? Basically from POS systems, CRM data, etc. Data analyzing tools such as BI platforms or Shopper Track, for instance. So for instance, Shopper Track, what we do is we collect information, we give and we provide the customer how many people are walking into the store or into the mall. And there's a number, but this number, it's not just about analyzing it, it's about visualizing it as well. What is this number? We say every number actually says a story. Why is it decreasing or increasing? And it's not just the number. Who are the people that are coming into the stores or into the mall? Understanding who are your customers, understanding in terms of customer segmentation. Are we providing them the right tools or not? So it's very important to have all of these tools at hand and to have the right personnel as well analyzing and providing and this provide the data in order to make the key decisions that they need. So this is something in particular that Sensormatic Solutions helps mall operators. So for instance, we provide them the footfall data that they have. They know how many people are coming in. So this helps not just the marketing and the operations, yet it helps the leasing department. It helps them understand the tenant mix. Are they placing the right stores in the right places? It also helps them understand key areas within the mall, zones. What we do is we segment malls into zones, zone A, B, and C. Why is zone C more productive than zone B or zone A? Why do I have zone A tenants that are complaining of footfall? How can I actually shuffle between those stores and to put them in the right direction and in the right places to ultimately, first of all, increase footfall to my mall, increase footfall within the zones, and increase conversion rates at those stores. Honestly, I feel very, very excited when I talk about it to customers in general. In today's world, the customer, our customers, which are basically retailers and shopping centers, understand the true meaning of data. And they are not just interested in how many people are coming into their malls or stores or properties. They are interested who is coming in, what are they doing, what is their experience, how can I elevate this experience. And this is why we have new solutions right now which are powered by AI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning modules in order to provide this data to the malls and retailers. For instance, imagine you walk into a store. You care about the number because based on this number, you know if your conversion rates are high or not. But I don't just want to know that. I want to know where are they walking into my store? How is their path? Are they happy? Are they sad? Is it male, female, age bracket? What is basically the association interaction with them? Are they touching the top shelf, the middle shelf? Even if we walk into supermarkets, for example, in terms of visually, what do they look at? Do they look on the top shelf, the low shelf? Are they looking at the prices? So it's basically understanding what are those customers doing, and not just how many people are coming in. So we have new technologies right now that are shaping the future of retail and shopping centers in particular to help businesses get the most out of this data to elevate the customer experience of the customers when they walk into their properties. So we've mentioned how important for malls to understand how many people are coming into their malls. However, what's even deeper is understanding the customer on a deeper level. And thanks to the technologies that we have right now and the solutions in the market, you are able to understand this customer on a deeper level. First of all, you need to provide them with targeted marketing campaigns. You need to cluster those customers in batches to be able to actually understand what do they want in order, for example, to customize the offers and promotions. For example, for loyalty customers, am I providing them, for example, VIP parking, accesses, for example, stop and shop, provide them a tailored product assortment. When we talk about products within retail stores, for instance, then you can understand which tenant I actually should have in my malls. Is it more for the low income or for the high income individuals? Personalized recommendations, and even like to help them increase their customer engagement, and basically improved customer service, because at the end of the day, customer is king. And why should they come to my mall rather than another mall? It's basically by providing them this elevated customer experience that makes them come back to me again, and provide them an omni-channel experience, and bridging the gap between the online and the offline, and understanding how both of these work, especially in our tech-savvy world. To be quite honest, I started in this industry quite fresh, so almost 2 years now. And being part of MECSR has really helped me in terms of growing connections, especially in the retail world. I've been a member since 2 years, since I joined Sensormatic Solutions, and it has added tremendous value to us. They've been supporting us in terms of connections, in terms of providing the right channels and the right networking panels in order to meet with the right people. And this is what all our business is all about. It's connections and meeting the right people at the right time and the right place. So MECSR has been providing us yearly with so many events that allows us to meet so many people around the industry. And honestly, I would recommend anyone who is in the retail industry to be part of this amazing organization, because it's going to allow you to actually add value to your businesses, to get insights from the market, because our industry is very wide. You have retailers, you have stores, you have shopping centers, and you will be able basically to understand how all of them are correlated and meet the right people accordingly. I definitely encourage any retail professional in our industry to be part of MECSR. It's the perfect platform and perfect organization to meet the right people at the right time. They provide us with so many events, and it's all about connections. So I definitely recommend it.